Good morning, friends. Today we are going to learn fungi. Introduction. Fungi are eukaryotes. Nearly all multicellular except the yeast, which is unicellular. Distinguished from other kingdoms by nutrition, then structural organization, growth, and reproduction. Absorptive nutrition enables fungi to live as decomposers and symbionts. Fungi are heterotrophs that acquire nutrition by absorption, secretes hydrolytic enzymes and acids to decompose complex molecules into simpler ones that can be absorbed. Specialize into three main types: saprobes, which absorb nutrition from dead organic material. Parasitic fungi absorb nutrients from cells of living hosts. Some are pathogenic. Mutualistic fungi absorb nutrition from host but reciprocate to benefit the host. Extensive surface area and rapid growth adopt fungi for absorptive nutrition. Basic structural unit of the fungal vegetative body is hypha and the network of hypha forming the mycelium. Except for yeast, hyphae are organized around and within food sources, composed of tubular walls containing chitin, provide enormous surface area. Fungal hyphae may be septate or aseptate. This is the septate hyphae divided into the cells by a cross wall called septa. Hyphae of aseptate fungi lacks the cross wall and hence it is cynocytic. Parasitic fungi have modified hyphae called as haustoria, which penetrate the host tissue but remain outside the cell membrane. Fungi reproduces by releasing spores that are produced either sexually or asexually, usually unicellular, haploid and various shapes and sizes. Produced either sexually by meiosis or by asexually by mitosis. In favorable condition, fungi generally clone themselves by producing enormous numbers of spores asexually. For many fungi, sexual reproduction only occurs as a contingency, result in a greater genetic diversity. Spores are the agent of dispersal responsible for the geographical distribution of fungi, carried by wind or water, germinate in most moist places with appropriate substrata. Generalized life cycle of fungi. Fungi completed their life cycle with asexual reproduction, the mycelium, which produces the spore producing structure, and on that the spores are produced. The spores germinate and forming again the mycelium. In this way, the life cycle completed by asexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, the mycelium that goes to the plasmogamy, that is the fusion of cytoplasm. Then there is the formation of dikaryotic stage, N plus N. Then the karyogamy or the fusion of the nuclei takes place and there is the formation of the diploid stage. In this diploid stage, the meiosis takes place and it produces the spore producing structures, and on that the spores are formed. The spore germinate and again form the mycelium. In this way, the sexual reproduction is completed. Phylogeny of fungi. In fungi, the Chytridiomycota, it is the most primitive group. Then from that the Zygomycota, and from Zygomycota Ascomycota, and from Ascomycota to Basidiomycota. The Zygomycota, Ascomycota and Basidiomycota are the most evolved groups. Division of the Chytridiomycota. Chytrids may provide Clues about fungal origins. Originally placed in kingdom Protista, share many characteristics with fungi: absorptive nutrition, chitin cell wall, hyphae, enzymes, metabolism. Earliest fungi evolved from protist and retain flagella. This one. Division zygomycota. Dikaryote structure formed during sexual reproduction, characterized by dikaryotic zygosporangia, mostly terrestrial, live in soil or decaying material. Some forms mycorrhizae, mutualistic association with plant roots. Hyphae are cynocytic, septa only found in reproductive cells. Division Ascomycota, also called as sac fungi, produce sexual spores in sac-like asci. Include unicellular yeast and complex multicellular club fungi. Hyphae are septate. In asexual reproduction, tips of specialized hyphae form conidia, chain of haploid asexual spores. In sexual reproduction, haploid mycelia of opposite mating strain fuse. Division Basidiomycota, also called as club fungi. Name after transit diploid stage, Basidium. Important decomposers of wood and plant material. Includes mycorrhiza forming mutualistics, mushrooms forming fungi, plant parasites, example rust and smuts. Characterized by dikaryotic mycelium that reproduce sexually via basidiocarps. Life cycle of mushrooms forming basidiomycete. Haploid basidiospores grow into short-lived haploid mycelia under certain conditions. Plasmogamy occurs. Resulting dikaryotic mycelium grows forming mycorrhiza or mushrooms, basidiocarps. Mushroom cap supports and protects gills. Karyogamy in the terminal dikaryotic cells lining the gills produces the diploid basidia. Resulting basidium immediately undergoes meiosis, producing 4 haploid basidiospores. Asexual reproduction less common than in ascomycetes. These are the molds. Rapidly growing fungus with no sexual stages may develop into sexual fungus producing zygosporangia, ascocarp or basidiocarps. Molds with no known sexual stage are known as Deuteromycota or imperfect fungi. Example Penicillium. Yeast. These are the unicellular which reproduces asexually by budding, sexually by producing asci or basidia. Example Saccharomyces cerevisiae is the most important domesticated fungi which are used for baking and brewing, and model organism can cause problems. Example Rhodotorula, showers, curtains. Candida, thrust. Lichens. Symbiosis of algae with fungal hyphae. The alga provides fungus with food, may fix nitrogen. Fungus provides good environment for growth. Hyphal mass absorb minerals and protects algae. Produces compounds that shield algae from sunlight. Are toxic, prevents predation. Mycorrhizae. Specific mutualistic association of plant roots and fungi. Fungi increases absorptive surface of roots and exchange soil minerals. Found in 95% of vascular plants, necessary for optimal plant growth. Ecological impacts of fungi. Ecosystem depends on fungi as decomposers and symbionts. Decomposes food, wood and even plastics. Some fungi are pathogens, example athlete's foot, ringworm. Plants particularly susceptible. Ergot affects cereal crops, causes gangrene, hallucination, and St. Anthony's fire. Many animals, including human, eat fungi. In US, mushrooms consumption restricted to agaricus. We eat a range of cultivated and wild mushrooms. Truffles are underground ascocarp of mycelia that are mycorrhizal on the tree roots. Thank you.